5'6", number 11. Number 12, Anya Lynn, a freshman defender midfielder at 5'7". Number 14, Talissa Lynn, senior defender at 5'8". Lana Gilligan, number 15, sophomore forward at 5'4". Allie Lowe, number 17, a senior defender at 5'4". And between the posts is Charlotte Wilford, number 0, a redshirt freshman goalkeeper at 5'10" out of Thousand Oaks, California. The Tritons are led by Kristen Jones in her 7th season as a head coach. UC San Diego, her alma mater, in 2004, and she's been with this program since 2004, leading the way, as I said, for the past 7 years. Well, on the other side for the Rams, very familiar starting lineup. In fact, the same exact starting lineup we have seen in our first 5 matches of the year. And it goes like this. Senior midfield, Mia Massey, number 5 out of Parker, Colorado at 5'7". Transfer from DU, Michaela McGowan, number 7, junior midfielder at 5'3". Number 8, Casey Laurie, a defender midfielder, senior out of Littleton, Colorado at 5'6". Number 9, Kate Dunn, Denver, Colorado, senior defender at 5'9". Hannah McKay, the freshman in there out of Windsor, Colorado, number 11, playing midfield. Back on the back line, another freshman, Piper Carlson, number 12, out of Lakewood, Colorado, standing 5'10". And then keep an eye on Olivia Fout out there, leading scorer for the Rams, number 18, the senior forward, transferred in from Auburn a few years ago. She is standing 5'8". Mia Casey, number 22, junior midfielder out of Rialto, California, standing 5'2". Number 23, Avery Boulam out of Mansfield, Texas, at 5'2", redshirt sophomore midfielder. Kaja Dion out of St. Petersburg, Florida, a 5'4" sophomore forward, wearing number 32. And between the posts for the Rams, as always, Gray Wilson, 5'10", sophomore goalkeeper, transferred in from Miami in Florida, and is having herself quite the start to her Rams career with 4 shutouts, 5 wins to her record, and she's getting up there in the national rankings. We'll touch on that a little bit more as we go through this match. Well, folks, no need to adjust your TV set. Orange uniforms out there for the Rams today. It is Aggie Day here in Fort Collins. The football team wore their orange yesterday. Now it's the soccer team's turn today. Well, there's your starting lineups, folks. Caleb, what do you see in this one?
Yeah, it's going to be very important for the Rams to stay focused on number 2, Ava Tybor. She's got 4 goals. She's the only multi-goal scorer for this UC San Diego squad. This UC San Diego squad had just 2 goal scorers coming into the week on Thursday. 2 of the players that scored in the Thursday's match hadn't scored in 2 or 3 years each. So this team's really trying to find that offense, but UC San Diego is very strong defensively. But I think the Rams are going to get chances past that back line tonight. It's just what they do with those chances that'll determine the outcome of this one here today.
Well, they have a tough challenge on the other side in the goal with Gray Wilson. She's 13th in the nation in goal against average at 200, 12th in the nation in her save percentage at a 9.57, and tied for 7th in the country with her shutouts of 4. So definitely a task for the Tritons going against the goal of Gray Wilson. As I said, terrific start to her Rams career. On the other side, between the posts, as I said, is Charlotte Wilford. 788 save percentage, 7 goals against her, 26 saves for the redshirt freshman out of Thousand Oaks, California. And the Rams are going to be doing everything they can to attack. The attack wasn't the best that the Rams have had this season last time out, and looking to kind of up that a little bit and get their goal scorers out into good position in this match. Players are getting out onto the pitch. The huddle is broken for the Rams in their orange tops, white shorts, and orange socks. On the other side, it is blue all the way down for the Tritons. Sunny and 77 degrees here. Beautiful day in northern Colorado to get things started. Olivia Fout sets the ball down. Keep an eye on Fout. 4 goals, 2 assists, 10 points, leading the way in points and goals this year, and looking to make a few marks and get up in the record books for the Rams if she can net one.
Thursday's match, she thought she had one, just offsides by a tad. Got that one called back. Would have been her 5th goal in 5 matches. I'm sure she'll come out firing today, get that goal, get back on the score column, and try to get this Rams squad to 6-0.
Speaking of firing, Kate Dunn sent it down the pitch. Mia Massey, I should say, sent it down the pitch, trying to find Michaela McGowan. Speedy on the wing out there. Ends up being a throw to get things rolling for the Rams. They'll hold on to it and try it again on the far side.
The Battle of the midfield is really going to be important for both these teams. Their midfield is very strong defensively. Neither team super strong on the counterattack. They like to play patient and they like to work their way through and try to stay disciplined on that back line.
Dion on the near side, wearing number 29 today in her orange jerseys, usually number 32 out there. If there's any more changes like that, we will let you know. McGowan is wearing her familiar number 7. Couldn't catch up to that one. That'll go the other way for a Tritons throw.
You can see the pressure of McGowan on that back line. 3 bodies work her way as soon as they try that long ball for her on the far right side. You see San Diego very aware of the speed of number 7 in orange.
Back to the back line. Ends up with Lynn. Moves forward on the near side. With Lynn, pardon me. Good pressure from the Rams. Moving it back to Massey. Massey gets it forward to McKay. McKay into the middle, finds Mia Casey. Casey out to McGowan on the far side. McGowan with speed. And a good defensive effort to come in by Allie Lowe. And that will turn into a goal kick over the end line.
You see defenders on that far side on McGowan. There's always one fronting her and 2 more to help on the backside. That time, great defense to keep McGowan off that ball and be able to make a play in the box.
Well, something you'll see most likely quite a bit is a little miss-hit there with Fout coming in with some pressure. Something we'll see is whether it be Fout, McGowan, Dion breaking towards that end line and then cutting it in and getting across in front of the face of the goal, trying to get some offense started. Kind of what we've seen a lot from the Rams.
Well, because the Tritons have such strong defensive midfielders, they'll kind of leave their midfielders on an island in the middle, and they'll really force things outside and make those passing lanes tough to feed through into the middle. So the Rams have to be crisp and very intentional with their passing here this afternoon.
Mentioned the Tritons come into this match at 2-1-3 record. They have a number of years under their belt at D1 level now, but previous to that, Division II, this was one of the elite programs, especially on the West Coast for Division II soccer. Made the transition, and they're going to make another transition in a couple years, 2027, moving on to the West Coast Conference.
It's just their 5th season of D1 for the Tritons. It's going to take time to build up to a Division I caliber team to be able to force your way through your conference and such. They're moving to the West Coast Conference coming up in 27. So this is a team that's very much building towards being a true D1 program to be able to win their conference, get into the tournament and things like that. So this is a team that I'm sure over the next couple of years we'll see grow.
And they have the coach to do it. Kristen Jones, I mentioned her alma mater is UC San Diego. Just a tremendous player for them, one of the most decorated players in their program's history. So if anybody knows how to win in a Tritons uniform, it is Kristen Jones. She's assisted by Trent Painter and Cameron Borg. Painter working with the goalkeepers. Anya Lynn went down there. Whistle stayed in the pocket. It's one thing the Rams have to keep a little bit of an eye on. They've had a number of yellow cards, 7 already this season. I believe last season they had 7 all year long.
This Rams team came out with an edge a bit this year. They talk about the hashtag unfinished and all that. What can you add to your game to finish the job? And Keely Hagan and company think that it's going to be a little bit more physicality and finish offensively for them. And the Tritons are very good. They'll foul you, but they don't get yellow cards very often, just 2 this season compared to the Rams 7.
Back line with the Rams. Maybe I should say Aggies today. We're in that Aggie orange. An ode to the history of Colorado State University back when they were Colorado A&M. Taking their time here on the back line. Trying to get their shape back to make a run. Dunn moves it forward. Low ball finds Dion. Dion gets tripped up from behind by Alexis Wynn. First whistle of the day goes against the Tritons.
Wynn, one of the players I mentioned in the pregame, scored her first goal since 2023. I did the math, 679 days between goals for her. A couple of players on this roster from injuries in their careers, and they're really starting to find their footing here this season in 2025.
Yeah, a lot to go over in that match the Tritons had down in Colorado Springs, taking on the Colorado College Tigers. Quickly, though, Kate Dunn going to take this set piece. Lofts it far corner of the box, headed up into the air once by Mia Massey, but nobody home on the other side over the end line for another goal kick. Going back to that match against CC, we mentioned scoreless in the first half and then all the offense in the second half. 5 goals total, 3 by the Tritons, of course 2 by CC. And it was just an interesting game. The rain fell. It was really action-packed in that second half, and credit where credit's due. Tritons came out and they took that game from CC.
Yeah, that first half was very sluggish, very sloppy from both teams, and then we're 5 or 6 minutes into the contest, in the second half rather, Tritons start the scoring.
McGowan a low ball into the box. Good job by Alexis Wynn to get a foot on it and have the Rams restart it with McGowan on the far side. Little contact. She works through it, makes it way back. Knocked down in front. Now here come the Tritons on the other way, possibly with a good counterattack. Circling back and losing possession. Squandered chance there for UC San Diego. Now this is lofted over the back line. Kaja Dayan on the near side for the Rams. Low ball in. Looked like just trying to get the corner there, but kept in by UC San Diego, moving it forward to Tybor. We mentioned Tybor, a player to watch for the Tritons. 4 goals, 1 assist, 9 points on the year on 6 shots.
Yeah, Big West Freshman of the Week, back-to-back weeks to open the season for her this year. Comes in, didn't have any experience last season, got the red shirt, comes in there. Her first collegiate campaign. Very strong.
Another miscue there, back into the feet of Casey Laurie, who will send it forward to Dayan all by herself on the far side, breaking in the defense, trying to put a body in front. Dayan across in the middle, bouncing around, still dangerous. McKay was in there, got a hand on it unintentionally, though, and that'll be going the other way with the Tritons.
That's Anya Lynn defending Kaja Dayan one-on-one. That's a second straight possession. Comes to a close down there with Lynn on her. Playing that very strong. Dayan, the way she can turn the corner and really create offensive chances from what looks like dead plays. It's a nice job there by Lynn.
Anya Lynn and Ali Lowe, defenders on the far sides, on the wings, I should say, for the Tritons. Are going to have their hands full with McGowan, as we see here. Putting this one into the box. Up, getting a foot on it. Looked like Dayan off of a UC San Diego defender. And pardon me, nope, they will say that will be off of Dayan and will turn into a goal kick.
And that ball is just a little too high for McKay, who was running free behind the goaltender. And Wilford, if McKay has that ball in her head, that's a easy put-away goal for her.
So Wilford will set this down inside that 6-yard box and go the short way, dumping it off here to Lissa Lynn. Good positioning here for the Tritons. Good run. They have numbers and space. Out to the far side, coming from Wynn. Now on the near side, working with it is Borg. Borg dummied the cross in, now sends it in, knocked down in front by Kate Dunn. Keeps it in, and we'll try to get this going the other way on the counterattack. Nice play flying in from Kat Harris. It will stay with the Tritons, back to the back line. They're going to reset.
Saw the effectiveness of the midfield passing there for the Tritons to start that off. Rams force it outside, and the Tritons have a hard time getting it back into the middle. That's how you have to play this team. This team loves to play through the middle and with a long pass. Got a nice chance there for the Tritons, snuffed out quickly by the Rams.
Nice move by Laurie there to hold on to it and keep it moving forward for CSU. McKay on the far side, pressure coming up from behind, moves it up to Fout, not able to handle it initially, still fighting for it. Fout gets it back to Mia Casey at the midline. Back to the back line, Kate Dunn. Rams are 5-0 for the first time in history, program history, I should say. Going to try to keep that going. Unprecedented 6-0 on the horizon.
They have a tough schedule ahead of them, too. This is the final non-conference home match for them this season. Then they hit the road for DU, Omaha, and then you open up conference play with 2 of the best in Utah State and Boise State, both of those on the road. So this team's got another big test in front of them today, and then a long list of tests ahead of them in the coming months. And that's not to say they haven't had tough tests. That USF game was very impressive, caught the eyes of teams all across the country. And this Rams team has hit a new gear this season. They look to keep it going.
That USF win down in Florida could be the reason the Rams are receiving votes in the top 25 right now, as this shot is up and back of the goal! Michaela McGowan, her second goal of the year on just her 10th shot.
That 10th shot was a beauty, too. That is a long-range ball. We've seen the depth as you get another look at it here. Top left corner. That's where you want to put the shot wherever you're shooting from. McGowan does it outside the 18-yard box. What a shot for her second goal as a Ram. And a great way to get things started for CSU.
We talk about McGowan. We always talk about her speed coming around a corner and coming down the touchline. And we talk about her passing into the box. We don't talk much about her shooting from outside of the box, but I guess we have to now.
Well, and for as much as she possesses the ball, she only has 10 shots now on the season. So she's not a shooter in terms of putting volume up. But when she shoots, it's a beauty. And another goal for her in the Rams uniform. That was incredible.
2 goals on the year. Now up to 7 points total. Rams are up to a 1-0 lead as we just crawl over into the 12th minute here in Fort Collins at CSU Soccer's complex.
Rams taking a bit of a page out of the Colorado College game from the other day, as CC was really able to score their 2 goals from distance. Instead of trying to force things in the box, just get a nice strike on it, put it on net, and you never know what's going to happen. But you have a leg like that from McGowan. I mean, you could take that shot from another 5-10 yards out.
So middle of the field, Rams are going to try to add on to this as something that players and onlookers, everybody involved in this program knows that in the past few years, and we've touched on it a few times, sometimes closing out the games can be an issue, and you know that UC San Diego will keep coming, as we saw in their last match against CC.
Yeah, after the Tritons scored that first goal in the second half on Thursday, they actually gave up the next 2 in the next 10-15 minutes. And they were able to come back, score the next 2, and put the thing away. So this is a team that's not giving up, especially not in the 13th minute of the first half against a tough team in Colorado State.
Back to the back line with the Tritons. Mackey with a little bit of pressure. Lynn moves it to the far side. Now back into the middle, knocking it down, Chloe Yates. She goes near side and is able to find her teammate Kennedy Borg. Back on the back line, but right back into the middle. Yates moving forward with it. Will move it back. Patience here from the Tritons. Good spacing, good passing here from UC San Diego. Yates moves it out far again. Yates kind of working as a point guard. Moving that ball around in the middle of the field, trying to set up her teammates. Comes out to the near side, back into the back line.
This is that patience I was talking about before the game. They'll take it their sweet time. They'll keep working it back, and they'll wait for those passing lanes to open. The Rams are ready for it. As you see, they only have 1 forward up and foul. Everyone else is playing back and trying to clog the middle and passing lanes.
That one goes deep into the corner for a CSU throw. Carlson, one of the taller players on the pitch, couldn't get up high enough to get ahead on that one, but ended up not really wanting to. Turns into a throw. Her long throw comes in at the feet of Fout. Right back to Yates and the Tritons. Kat Harris moves it up. Bounces around a little bit. Battle for possession. Tritons will come down with it once again. A dangerous pass. And McGowan gets a foot on it. Gets it to Mia Casey with the Rams in the middle. Crossing the midfield line, Mia Casey. Up to Olivia Fout. Fout, the leading scorer and points earner for the Rams this season. Scored in the first 4 of the season. Looked for one there, couldn't get it low enough.
I like that decision from Fout, though. She has 2 defenders facing her up and 4 defenders back for the Tritons on her 3 teammates working with her. So she finds a shooting lane. You know the cannon she has. She has it on her strong foot, that left foot. Unable to find it on goal, though.
15th minute here in Fort Collins. 1-0 lead with the Rams. First day game here in Fort Collins of the season. Played a lot of ours home matches under the lights, mainly coming from rain delays, but I don't think we're going to have that problem here today, knock on wood.
Well, their last scheduled day game was that USF game, got delayed 2 hours because of rain as well, so this is the earliest the Rams have played. You never know how your team's going to respond to a different schedule, and especially in your first afternoon game at home. Rams out to a 1-0 lead early in the first half.
Ball all the way back to Wilford. Rams will come up and try to eat some yardage. Make the Tritons start their attack from further back. That one gets by everybody, including Carlson. Now a tap up forward from Borg. Tritons have something going here. Borg still with it. Moves it back. Now moving forward with it is Anya Lynn. On the near side, crossing in low. Knocked down by McKay off of the foot of Alexis Wynn. Here comes a corner for the Tritons.
Yeah, and Kate Dunn waves off Piper Carlson there to make a play on the ball, and instead of sending it back the other way, she tries to turn and make a play. Turns into a scrambled mess in the box, and a corner kick now here for UC San Diego.
17th corner of the season, first corner of the day for UC San Diego. Right into the box and curves it in the wizardry. How about that beautiful corner in from Natalie Abel? Evens it up here in Fort Collins off of the corner. Nobody got a touch on that one.
That's a beautiful kick, and we've talked about the bend in shots and how that can really benefit teams and location off the corner. You get another look at it here.
Have to get another look at this one. Gorgeous.
Just a nice shot there, and it's the first goal the Rams have given up in the first half this season. So how do they respond now from this? The Tritons, we talked about it, they weren't going to go away. It's early in the contest. They're not going to hang their heads on one nice shot. They come back with a shot of their own, even things up.
Well, coming into this match, the Rams had a 363-minute shutout streak going. The 4 shutouts from Wilson had her in the top rankings of the nation, along with her save percentage and goals against average.
And this one won't go down as a shutout for her, but not by any means her fault. That was just a beautiful shot off the corner.
Absolute class coming from the near side corner. Evens this one up. Brand new ball game, 1-1 here in the first half. 17th minute in Fort Collins. Tritons back on the attack here. Into the middle. Chloe Yates puts her leg behind this one. Sent back the other way by Casey Laurie. It'll be a throw-in for UC San Diego on the far side. McGowan tried to get around the defender there. Lost the ball. Casey cleans it up. Back to Massey. Massey goes forward to Dion. Just too much under it. And that'll be another throw for the Tritons. A lot of orange at the end of that throw. McKay gets up to Dion. Avoids the defender. Moving on the far side with some speed. Battling with Anya Lynn. Lynn, great defender. And eventually comes up with possession. Great job on the back line.
Anya Lynn's having quite the match to start here. Shutting down the near side corner for the Rams. They're going to have to try to switch things up. Number 12's not letting anything pass her.
Just a freshman out there out of Los Altos, California. Nice pass on the far side, all by herself is Natalie Abel, our goal scorer. Just too far over the end line it goes. Gray Wilson will pick it up.
It's a nice job there by the Rams backline to stop when they see the midfielders stop at midfield with the ball. Stop and hold up all the runners going. Able to draw the offsides.
Offside the call, pardon me. Thanks for paying attention while I look down at my notes. Now It's back to Gray Wilson. Boulam on the far side. And she just sends this down the pitch. Triton's throw. Yates goes back with it. Pressure from Dion, off quickly to Lynn. Lynn moving forward. Near side finds Wynn. Alexis Wynn. Pressure from McKay. She gets it off. At the feet now of Borg. Battling on the far side. Carlson comes up victorious on that battle. Gets it up to Dion. Once again, good defense coming from Anya Lynn.
That's the best I've ever seen in the year and some change now that Kaja Dion's been in a Rams jersey. It's the best I've seen a defender play her. It's a tough test. She's passing it so far.
There's Lynn again. Heads that one out. Rams will try it again, 15 yards closer to their attacking third. Approaching the 21st minute. Carlson can throw it long. And she does this time. Long throw, trying to find Fout, headed into touch by Chloe Yates.
But now this puts the Rams about 30 yards forward and allows Piper Carlson with the cannon of an arm and a throw in the chance to throw it into the box and create a chance for the Rams.
See her backing up. Might try to put some oomph behind this one and throw it into the box. Doesn't go that far with it. Gets it into Dion, who's in the box, who gets it back. Massey puts a foot behind it, knocked down in front. Back with Massey again, all the way back to Casey Laurie. Laurie lets it go by her. Gets out to the far side with McGowan. McGowan moves to the middle. Has some options. Goes to Fout. Fout handles it. Lots of players in front of her. The shot off of the woodwork.
Another nice shot from Fout, this time a little lower than the last time. So you see Fout's making the adjustment. Similar side, off the left foot. Takes a little off, in the loft department. Gets that one off the post. Fout's working lower and lower.
Fout does have one of those. Well, we should say two of those legs. She is dominant with the left, but can hit it just as hard with the right. From distance is always dangerous.
Well, the Tritons were playing her on the right side, so they gave her strong leg and tried to force her to shoot from distance. She just couldn't make them pay.
Ball out from Alexis Wynn to the far side. Good run here from the Tritons, moving it forward. And Massey in there will clear it out of danger for the moment for the Rams. Casey tried to keep it in a little bit longer, not able to do so. Over the touchline it goes. We'll have a sub coming on for the Tritons. Their next opportunity.
UC San Diego sub, number 9, Carice Madero.
Carice Madero comes in for Natalie Abel. Goal scorer will take a well-deserved rest.
Tritons are looking for a little more here out of Madero.